Community Action News with Rick Godley, CAN. Remember, when you can't, maybe together we can. Community Action News, CAN.
Rick Talk.
That is Tom Petty, Here Comes My Girl, on the new Rue 102. Rick Godley, I am. It is 8:39. Happens to be Friday on the Gregorian calendar of April 4th. That means tomorrow, April 5th, there is an event I highly exhort and encourage you to attend. It is the 2025 Ruston High School Senior Talented Art Show, and I happen to have a couple of the talented artists in the studio here this morning. We welcome in Aeron Revels, Reagan Williams. How are you two doing this morning?
We're doing really well, thank you.
Doing really well now. All right, so let's start here. The 2025 Senior Talented Art Show, and since you have the microphone in your hand there, Aeron, talk about your art, and when did you first, when did the art inspiration get to you? And that you now, because you're full blown and growing. So when did all that start?
Well, it basically started by birth because, you know, my mom is the talented art teacher. So all my life I've been doing art. Like when I was little, I would do finger painting like any other child. But it just never stopped from there. I just continued throughout my life.
So when you were coming up, did you color outside the lines?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did? Did you get in trouble for it?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. All right. Well, Reagan, take the mic. And then how about you? When did you start? Because I'm going to put up this thing called Puffer, because that is one of your pieces. What was your inspiration? When did that start for you?
I started getting more into art when I was young at my grandmother's house. We always did like color pencil books together. But
Cool.
I started recently with the fashion pieces about a year ago when I started getting more into like designer fashion and how that world is.
Well, the puffer here, now this is not something that you would wear in the southern climate. Do you happen to have a puffer, or where did you get the inspiration to do this piece?
No, I just have one puffer, but it's nothing like the one I drew. But I got inspiration for that. I just looked on the Louis Vuitton website, which is like they're like a very staple designer brand, and I filtered their pieces from most expensive to least expensive, and that happened to be the most expensive piece on the website at that time.
Wow. So, and you did this, I mean, again, for the sake of the folks that are going to watch this later on, this was not traced. You did this freehand, correct? What's that style called?
Yes, I did. I did it freehand. I created a grid on my paper and did proportional squares to map out the proportions of the jacket.
Awesome. Awesome. Nicely done. All right, Mike, back to Aeron. And now let's talk a little bit about your piece. What do you call this one?
I call it Eyes Without a Face. Obviously.
Don't tell me you listen to Billy Idol growing.
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
All right.
It's one of my favorite songs, and I think I connect with that song very deeply, and so I wanted to kind of draw what it made me feel like, and that's the reason why I named it. And my piece, there's a lot of stippling in it.
Explain stippling, because I know about it, because explain what stippling is.
Stippling is like when you use your pen and you just do a bunch of little dots to create shading to emphasize like composition and shading, like all this other stuff.
So this whole piece is nothing but a bunch of dots that forms what we're looking at right now. Is that right?
Well, there is like actual like lines and stuff.
Okay.
But the stippling is mostly for the shading.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How many pieces do you have in the show?
I have 4 in total.
Are they all stippled?
No, sir.
No.
I only have 2 that are stippled.
I got you. All right. How about you, Reagan? How many pieces do you have in the show?
I have 8 pieces in the show.
8 pieces. And how many, do we know how many other students are in the Talented, and how many pieces will be on display?
Usually people have from like 3 to 5 pieces in the show.
Right.
I happen to have like the most amount of everyone.
Oh, you do?
Yes, but usually everyone has like different projects that they've worked on. They accumulate to probably 4.
Awesome. Are all of your pieces, Reagan, of fashion, or are there other things in there?
Yes, all of mine are in a series about fashion, and they're all the same style and created with a pencil.
All right, so this is called the Senior Talented Art Show. When have you been drawing all the way through high school?
Yes, ever since I joined freshman year, I took a test to be in talented art.
Right.
And I got accepted in, and then I started working, and we got taught all 4 years every day different styles of art and how to encompass those into what we wanted to create.
Very impressive. How about you, Aeron? All 4 years? Have you been doing this, like you said, since birth, correct?
Yeah, but I've been in the talented art program since 6th grade.
I mean, this is awesome. I can't wait to see it because one of your peers has dropped off a invitation at the Lincoln Parish Museum, and I think she said that she went around and did some artwork of downtown buildings. Do you know whom I'm talking about?
Siri Kilpatrick.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to see what she's put together. Dare I ask this stupid question, because I can do those things. Who's better? Or who's the best? You don't do that, right? I mean, everybody is...
I think everyone is equally as talented.
I agree. All right, so it's going to be at Creatives at Work, 112 West Alabama. It'll be Saturday, 2 till 5 p.m. I highly encourage everybody to come on out, totally free. Behold the talent that we have. I don't like asking this question, but we all have to plan the next step in our lives. What is the next step for you, Aeron?
For me, I'm going to college at Louisiana Tech into architecture.
Good for you. How about you, Reagan?
I'm going to LSU and majoring in kinesiology.
I'm not laughing. I mean, I'm just like, you got this talent in here, the art, and now you're taking on a really challenging, what motivated you to want to do kinesiology?
Well, I've danced since I was 3 years old. I did like studio and competitive dance and just recently stopped in the past year.
Right.
And I want to take that knowledge of the body and physical therapy and try to go on a physical therapy track.
Awesome. This is awesome. So I'm highly encouraged. I love having you on. You all did great. I can't wait to go tomorrow to check it out. I know there's going to be rain, but this is inside. So, folks, we encourage you all to come out. Reagan Williams, Aeron Revels, you got any closing thoughts, any closing words?
No, I don't.
No?
No.
No? You all did great. So thank you so much for coming in this morning. You want me to keep you here for the rest of the day so you don't have to go to class?
I'd love that.
Oh!
We'd do that.
No, thank you so much for coming by, and keep up the great work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It is 8:47. Back to the music here on the new Rue 102. It is Michael Jackson.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Good night.